Public comments for items that are not on the agenda. Speaker cards have been turned into the city clerk and Melissa.
John Barrelier.
Mr. Barrelier.
I'm going to talk about the safety of the center over here, the intersection. City council members should expect the best efforts from their city employees, police, firefighters, street workers, office personnel, and themselves. I expect the best of them too, because as an experienced school teacher, I know that expectations are often the difference between a C grade and the honor roll, between success and failure. After days of my pushing the point, more than 30, several trucks and men were out in front putting down cones in front of the Senior Citizen Center, and I was elated that best efforts were forthcoming to secure the safety of the seniors at this dangerous intersection. This without time-wasting committees or consultants. Leaders with foresight and cojones involved because they recognized the immediacy of the situation. After a couple of hours, they left only painted intersections, already 10 years late. And then they left. I asked them as they were leaving, "Is that it? You're done?" "Yep." Happiness balloon deflated. What about the speed bumps, the flashing lights in the roadway, the 3 signs that were at the approaches to the center? Never to be, shorted, cheaped out. I know it was the least expensive way to do it, but geez, these are your grandparents. Beyond that, seniors at the intersection deserve and have a legal right to the best and immediate safety at the intersection. This is not a political luxury to be bestowed. True safety is implemented before an accident, not afterward. A good start, thank you. Now finish the job. Will the reality of the thud of crippling impact of hard steel against soft old flesh be your legacy? Something that you could have prevented with mere money. When I was a teacher, I never used this term, but we're all adults here and it fits. This could be described as a half-assed effort toward safety. We have expectations of you. We have expectations of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Barrelier.
Nancy Foreman.
Hi, I'm Nancy Foreman. I live on Poplar Avenue in San Bruno. I'm fairly new to attending council meetings, planning department, traffic and safety, and I want to share my observations about San Bruno. I hear a lot of what we can't do, we've never done it that way before, or that's not allowed. I would like to see our city adopt a we can approach, or at least a willingness to look at concerns with the new approach. In December, when Linda Mason was installed as councilperson, it was odd to me that she was installed at the end of the meeting. The council was down a voice and a vote. Because you've always done it this way does not make it the only way. Departments need to talk to each other. We all know there's a lot of proposed buildings in the pipeline, be it the TCP, YouTube, Google, school campuses, or new housing on school sites that were just recently sold. All departments and committees need to talk to each other. Maybe they can share costs of reports, evaluate the impact to the community. Each transaction affects the other in the entire city. San Bruno has already agreed to reduce one lane of traffic on Huntington Avenue southbound at San Bruno Avenue to accommodate a large housing unit that was not designated within the legal setback according to code. If we're not careful and consider an all-over community plan, the city will end up in gridlock. Today, you only need your eyes to tell you that there's a significant increase in traffic. When a member of the community writes a letter to the city, me included, we get no response or acknowledgement. Example, I wrote to the Planning Commission in September 2019 when a for sale sign went up on the house in back of me. I knew it was going to be a tear down. I asked to speak to the owners before they spent any money on plans, inviting them to visit our house to see elevation problems. Asked to work together for a win-win, hoping to save them money and time. No response till last week when I got a letter that they were requesting a variance for a monster build. April 2018, I wrote to Traffic and Safety Committee regarding a very difficult T intersection at Poplar and Santa Lucia. Then again in September 2019, I had no response. I finally went to Traffic and Safety Committee meeting only to be told my letter hadn't come to the top of the pile. Really? Since April 2018? I know the school board and city councils are separate entities, I get that. Yet one does affect the other. I please ask you to be proactive and not reactive. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for your comments. Is there any other folks who wanted to speak on items not on the agenda?